Peace and love. Family, happy Mercury Day. It's Wednesday over here in West Palm, Florida. Pretty rainy and whatnot. I'm right here at basketball camp called Point Guard College. We're like right there on the water, as y'all can see, at Palm Beach Atlantic. I'm doing some reading right now, and it's a book called The Circle of Fire by Don Miguel. I wanted to share this chapter 2 with you guys, called Forgiveness. The first chapter was on truth, truth being our foundation, at least it should be our foundation, because the truth will set us free, you know. And if you believe in lies, then you might be living in a life of chaos, or a cycle of chaos, I would say. A cycle of things that you believe is true that's not true. So we definitely have to do our part in searching for the truth, you know what I mean? But yeah, I wanted to share this chapter, Forgiveness, with you guys because it's very powerful. It's very powerful. I think it's very important to not just forgive others, but also forgive yourself for certain experiences, choices that you probably made and you just were curious about something, which we all are, and honestly, if you weren't curious, then, I'll just say it's okay. I'm very curious. Like, I'm curious as hell. But sometimes I use other people to learn from. Like, I don't have to go physically experience something to learn something. I can learn from my brother or my sister that did it, So we just gotta learn from our choices, make different decisions. But I'll say, when we think about certain stories back in the day, ancient stories, a lot of times, I'll say the antagonist in stories, whether that's the bad guys or even the story of, I'll say, Set and Osiris in ancient Egypt. I don't know if you guys know, but Osiris and Set were brothers. Osiris was tricked by Set's wife. Set's wife had the ability to transform into anything that she wanted to. They call it shapeshifting. She shapeshifted into the wife of Osiris. All right, so she tricked him and pretended to be Osiris's wife, and they had sex, right? So Set ended up finding out. Okay, Set ended up finding out that Osiris slept with his wife. So Set was like the god of chaos. The reason why he was the god of chaos is because he did not embody or even have any level of energy or essence of forgiveness. Set, which is very similar to Satan, right? This individual just did not have the ability to forgive. No question, not even a thought in his mind, okay? So when you don't have the ability to forgive others, you hold energy in your body. I would say an energy that can be a blockage for you to ascend in anything else. So you have to practice forgiveness. It's very imperative to practice it. Even if you don't mean it, at least I'll say vocalize it, and just take one step and try it out and just see what happens, We have to forgive our parents. We have to forgive the ones that hurt us because they're teaching us something that, God wants us to learn from, you know what I mean? So keep that in mind as I read this passage of forgiveness. All right. Before you learned to speak, you loved with no effort. You forgave with no effort. It was natural to love. It was natural to forgive. But then you learned how to behave from other people who didn't love, who didn't forgive. Today, if you really want to, You can return to love and let go of whatever is not love. Today can be a new beginning, a day to remember how to love and forgive those who are closest to you. Imagine that you are in the presence of your mother. Even if your mother is no longer alive, she still loves in your mind. I'm sorry. She still lives in your mind. Imagine your mother sitting in front of you so that you can experience a great communion of love with her. Imagine giving your mother the most wonderful hug and kissing her beautiful face. You can feel her emotional reaction to you. What you feel is love coming from your mother to you. I'm feeling my mom energy crazy right now. Today, in this moment, you can forgive your mother for any resentment you might have. You don't need to remember what she did or failed to do. You don't need to justify your resentments. To forgive is an act of love, an act of union, to get together again. Now, imagine asking your mother for her forgiveness. Imagine hearing your mother's voice telling you how much she loves you, telling you that she forgives you for whatever you have done. Feel your mother's hand on your face. Feel her eyes looking directly at you with deep love and gratitude because she can feel your love. Tell her how much you love her, how much you respect and honor her. Let her know that she has the right to be whatever she is and that you will never judge her ever again. Hear her telling you that you can do whatever you want with your life, that she wants you to be happy and enjoy life because you are so wonderful. That's a beautiful passage right there. I can say that me and my mom have had this conversation a couple of different times. It's so interesting. All right. Hear her telling you that you can do whatever you want with your life and that she wants you to be happy and enjoy your life because you are so wonderful. Imagine her telling you that she is so proud of you, that she loves you and accepts you just the way you are. Perhaps today can be a moment of cleansing, a moment of forgiveness. Through this healing, a moment of love. Today, if you are a mother or a father, imagine the presence of each of your children in front of you. Feel all the love you have for them, and then forgive them and feel that also forgive you. I'm sorry, I'm going to read that again. Feel all the love you have for them, and then forgive them and feel that they have also forgave you. Today, you can experience a communion of love with your children, a moment of communication, a moment of forgiveness. If you are not a mother or father, imagine a communion of love with someone close to you whom you need to forgive. What happened in the past is no longer important. What is important is to enjoy the presence of the people you love the most. Ashe. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Many things can happen in life. Many misunderstandings and conflicts. But every time we feel hurt, it is because we believe in something that is not even truth. Something that may look like truth, but it is not. Believing in lies is how we get hurt. Believing in lies is why we distance ourselves from the people we really love. Now is the moment to break free of all those lies and let go of resentments. Why not enjoy the people we love the most? Why spend precious time creating resentments against our parents because we want to be ourselves and not what they want us to be? Why don't we change our point of view and realize that we have so little time to let them know what we really feel in our hearts for them? Why not put away our pride and ask for forgiveness? It isn't important that we believe they are to blame for some injustice, all right? What is important is to let go of all the pettiness and get together again. Open your heart right now in this moment and send your love to your parents. Your mother and your father love you unconditionally even if they don't show it. If they don't show it, then it is because they are not aware. Your parents bring you the greatest gift, which is life. The message of God is life. And that message came to you through your parents. You have given that message to your own children. You have brought them into life. That love is meant to be unconditional. And it is unconditional if we don't believe our own lies. That's deep. I think about a kid, I think about a child. They don't even have the space to believe in their own lies. They only embody an unconditional love. Why do we push our children away because they are not what we want them to be? Why do we push them away with our own opinions? They have the right to live their own lives in their own ways. Why not go to your children and tell them, forgive me, I didn't mean to push you away. I didn't mean to control your life. When you are kind to your children, they can hardly wait to spend time with you. That's so deep, bro, because we have a lot of parents out here that probably are not aware of them being envy or jealous of other people with the relationships that their kids have with other people. It's because of how kind they are. If you want to have a better relationship with your kids, you have to practice kindness. You have to practice letting go of control. All you're meant to do is lead by example and to provide for them, put a roof over their head, and put them in the right places, in the right positions in life. You're not meant to control what they like, control what they do with their free time. You know what I mean? If you want them to be a certain way, the best thing you can do is lead by example. Try to influence them, you know what I mean? Have a certain relationship where, they are inspired, and they look up to you. That's the best thing you can do as a parent, all right? We don't know when our parents will die or when our children or our spouse or brothers and sisters will die. There is nothing important enough in our beliefs to separate us from the people we love. If you knew that you would die tomorrow, would you really want to spend your life in conflict with the people you love? If you had only 24 hours to live, how would you write the ending to the story of your life? The angel of death can be the greatest teacher we have because death teaches us how to be fully alive. When you are unkind, you push them away. Why don't you bring them back to you? How difficult can it be for you to open your arms, pull them to you, and tell them how much you love them? Open your heart completely to your children and accept them just the way they are. Love them because of the way they are. It doesn't matter what your children have done. They are your children, and whatever they have done is also because they believe in lies. Today, your relationship with your parents and children can change completely. Let's not waste our lives creating conflict and resentments with the ones we really love when it's so easy to have a wonderful relationship with them. Why do we have to be right all the time and make others wrong? Our opinion is just our point of view, and it is only truth for us. It doesn't mean it is truth for everyone else. We don't have to be right. It is better to be happy than right. The line when it says, open your arms and pull them to you. Sometimes parents, I understand how this world is, in terms of what we call this matrix. We give so much energy to our job. Find time, make space, create space to give that time to your children, to give them undivided attention. If you want to pull them back, you got to acknowledge them. You got to sit and ask how they're actually doing. And then they might not budge on the first couple questions because they are so used to you not giving them, acknowledgement. So you're going to have to really work to, creating a space for them so they feel comfortable, expressing themselves to you. You know what I mean? We only have a short time to give all the love that we have in our hearts. Life is so short, and love is too important. We do not know when we will die. Every day is a day for you to enjoy life, to enjoy the people you love the most, and to let them know that you love them. Today is also a day to honor your beloved, the mother or father of your children. If you respect your beloved, you teach your children how to treat others with respect. If you treat your beloved with kindness and love, that is what your children will learn as they grow up. Our children will learn what we do, not just what we say. One of the greatest gifts is to see our children happy in life, to see them expressing themselves and creating a beautiful life. It is a gift to see our children enjoy their children and to enjoy our grandchildren also. But the best way to teach them is with our own behavior. Today, why not change how you relate to the people you love? It is a choice that is in your hands and one that benefits only you. That's so real. Guys, As much as we think that we're helping out others, you're really helping yourself out. When you love somebody else, you're loving yourself, you know? So keep that in mind. It is a choice that will completely change the quality of your life. Send all your love to your parents and experience a reunion with them. Send all your love to your children wherever they are and bring them back to you. Send your love to your brothers and sisters, to everyone in your family, and choose forgiveness. Communicate with everyone you know, even if they cannot hear you. Wherever they are, they can feel it. Forgiveness is something so important and powerful. So, guys, certain experiences, certain relationships, you can forgive while just being with yourself. You know, you don't have to actually have them in front of you to forgive them. Know that we're all connected spiritually. We all have these spiritual cords that are connected. And when you acknowledge that relationship and you forgive that relationship and you let that old experience go that you may be holding on to subconsciously, you know, when you let it go and you forgive, they will energetically feel that. You know what I mean? Forgiveness is something so important and powerful. Miracles can happen if you just forgive. Forgiveness is a great expression of love, mainly for accepting love, beginning with ourselves. Why not love ourselves unconditionally? Why spend our lives creating conflict with others by judging ourselves, rejecting ourselves, or living our lives in shame, guilt, or blame? Why spend our precious lives trying to be what we are not, knowing that we never will be? That was a question. I'm going to read that again. Why spend our precious lives trying to be what we are not, knowing that we never will be? Why not accept ourselves just the way we are and love ourselves the way we are? The image of perfection we have learned to search for is one of the biggest lies. Today, in this moment, send all the love in your heart to yourself. Love is your nature. Don't resist what you really are. You can improve your life just by expressing what you are, just by following the love in your heart in everything you do. And forgiveness is a great way to give love to yourself. Imagine how easy life could be if you were kind to yourself. Today is a wonderful day to begin a new relationship with you. So, it's crazy how beautiful this book is. I was just thinking, like, I mean, if we're going to tap into this energy, it's best to, like, pray forgiveness, meditate on forgiveness and letting go. They have a prayer for us right after that passage. So I'm going to read this prayer. However you pray, if you want to, close your eyes, whatever, get on your knees, have your hands together. This is a great prayer, okay? Let's check it out. Today, Creator, grant me the courage and the will to forgive the people I love the most. Help me to forgive every injustice I feel in my mind and to love other people unconditionally. I know the only way to heal all the pain in my heart is through forgiveness. Today, Creator, strengthen my will to forgive everyone who has hurt me, even if I believe the offense is unforgivable. I know that forgiveness is an act of self-love. Help me to love myself so much that I forgive every offense. Let me choose forgiveness because I don't want to suffer every time I remember the offense. Today, Creator, help me to heal all the guilt in my heart by accepting the forgiveness of everyone I have hurt in my life. Help me to sincerely recognize the mistakes I have made out of ignorance, and give me the wisdom and determination to refrain from making the same mistakes. I know that love and forgiveness will transform every relationship in the most positive way. Thank you, Creator, for giving me the capacity to love and forgive. Today I open my heart to love and forgiveness so that I can share my love without fear. Today I will enjoy a reunion with the people I love the most. Amen. Yo, that's a beautiful passage. That's a beautiful way to remember how to embody forgiveness. All right, it's The Circle of Life. All right, by Don Miguel. Check it out. All right. You guys have a beautiful rest of your day. All right. Indigo out.